What is up, guys? TJ Got Kicks 89 here, back with another video for you guys. We have the third installation of the Air Max Plus series on my YouTube channel. One of my most successful videos. We finally have the sunset colorway. First of all, let's go into the box that it came with. And this, with all three of the other boxes, all two of the other boxes combined, make the main panel of the Air Max Plus shoe. But this one, as you can see, is dressed up in this very sunsetty. It fades from yellow to orange, and it's the same pattern on the inside, as you'll see later. Size tag reads US 9.5 Air Max Plus OG in the black Pimento bright ceramic colorway. You got your red Nike here, TN logo there, Nike glossed out on the side, TN logo, and just some standard Nike copywriting down here. So let's get into the shoebox and find out what we have. Bam! The circle of threes is now completed, my friends. The Air Max Plus OG in the sunset colorways. Oh my god, it smells so toxic that it's so good, but wow, man. So many childhood memories of this shoe right here. So I have been wearing this pair religiously, just to give you guys an update on how durable it is. It stands the test of time. To me, I've been working out, running, walking to work in these, and they have held up pretty damn well, and I am definitely not disappointed. Quality on this just brings me back to the days where Nike used to put out really durable shoes for like all year wear. So as usual, I'm going to give you guys a quick 360 look on the shoe. You can see the reflective strips are really doing its work because the Malaysian sun is really bright right now. So as with the OG sunset colorway, sunrise, whatever, dawn colorway in the back there, the original hyper blue colorway, it's the same exact thing. You got your same signature Air Max Plus paneling here with the wavy lines going across the upper. You have the color that transforms from a very bright yellow into this ceramic orange, fading into the back there. If you read the designer interview, Sean actually said how this was almost impossible to create on an industrial basis, because he wouldn't know how this would actually be consistent throughout all of his shoes, but he managed to do it in this shoe, and this has just been an iconic timepiece. So the upper, going through the upper again, you have this signature clear plastic piece all the way across the toe cap. This is just to protect from toe drags and basically just give you a little bit more shape in the forefoot. And you've got this new buck running all the way to the back into the Tuned Air logo there and onto the medial side. Going into the tongue, you have your standard reflective strips, and this rings true for all three of those shoes in the back there. Going up and on the tongue, it also has a slight fade, whereby the middle of the tongue is slightly yellow and the side is a little bit more orangey. And you've got standard flat black laces running through all the way to the top. You've got your Nike Air logo in red and with a little bit of textured nubuck, the same with the side panels on the top of the tongue. So moving on to the insole, you have got a bright orange. I think this colorway just basically matches this colorway of the shoe. This covers the entire footbed. It's a very nice, rough, rugged texture. Should hold your feet in place, as it did with my feet when I ran in the shoe. You've got the Tuned Air logo in the back here with an illustration of how the actual design of the Tuned Air in the heel of the shoe is, with the logo in the back there in the middle. And it's just your standard Durapontex, a very cushy, very soft but still stable enough for daily use and athletic wear. And yes, this shoe did actually come with the same pour-on arch support inserts that I put on the footbed of my OG Blue Air Max Pluses, but just giving you guys an update of how it looks like. Hasn't bottomed out whatsoever, hasn't flattened out. Just giving you a comparison with the original there. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's still maintaining the same thickness even though it's been used for quite a while. But this, I popped it in all two of my other OG Air Max Pluses when I'm wearing them, because I have high arches. And going to the midsole of the shoe, you have an all white midsole, compression molded EVA, a little bit more stiffer than what is usually featured on modern tech. But I think one of the features that I would like to point out in this shoe and the OG Hyper Blues is that the Hyper Blues have a slightly has a blacked out toe and also heel section there, whereas this, it's just consistently white all the way around the shoe. And in my opinion, I think this is what makes this the colors pop. The black and the sunset, or the sunset colors just pop because it's sitting on top of this white midsole. And going on to the tech in the shoe, you have Tuned Air in the back, and you just have your standard Air Max in the forefoot, and the air bubbles are colored in yellow, same as in the back. And that red portion of the Air Max bubble is the Tuned Air, which we will get into. Also, an interesting to point out is that the shank, midfoot shank of the shoe, which is essentially a whale's tail, is following the same colors on the top of the shoe, from this black going into this yellow. It didn't really flow that well in my opinion. I think the OG colors had a little bit more of a black to orange kind of fade, but this just works for the shoe. And finally, going to the outsole of the shoe, you have mainly black Nike waffle portions here in BRS 1000 rubber, which is the main rubber compound that they use in all of their running shoes. You've got these red panels here, and I always like to call these panels like the numbers on phones, on old school phones, where I would just like press them and just imagine that I would call them. And you've got the Air Max Plus, the Tuned Air logo there in the middle part of the shank, and at the side and the heel portion of the shoe you have yellow Tuned Air cones, just giving you guys a look as what it looks. Yep, so that is the Tuned Air part of the heel. And since this is kind of like a wear update, this is how my Hyper Blues look like now. You can tell that it has been worn, but it's still holding up, and I think I've got a lot more wear in these to go. So just a little bit of a story on how I actually got this shoe. I was actually going to cop the same time that it dropped globally, but I didn't manage to check out in time in Slam Jam, Socialism, or Backdoor, an Italian website. It released on Foot Locker Malaysia, but somehow I just could not check out, so I eventually struck out on this shoe in Malaysia and also on the websites that ship to Malaysia. So fast forward to about April 2019, there was an auction for this shoe on a streetwear website on a Facebook group that I was following, and I was the only guy that bid on the shoe, and it was going for retail, I think, for $649, and the guy is in Sabah, but he was happy enough to ship it to Selangor, which is where I live in, for free. So kudos to him. I think his name is Albert. I'm so sorry if I got your name wrong, but thank you for making my collection of Air Max Plus OGs complete. So just to wrap things up, basically we have the third and final installation of the Air Max Plus OG series at TJ Got Kicks 89. We have the Sunset, the orange colorway, or the tiger colorway. This shoe goes by a lot of names in a lot of different places, but happy to have this. As you can see in the back there, I got my OG purples, the unreleased colorway, the OG hyper blues, and the sunset or the orange colorway. And this basically, I don't know if you can tell, but basically I'm just really happy to have all these three in my collection, and I'm happy to share all of this with you. I will be rocking this. Unfortunately, I will not be keeping this dead stock. I am still searching for a second pair of this shoe in my size, a US 9.5. So if you have one that you want to let go for retail or slightly above retail to me, and you are located in Malaysia, do hit me up, or do hit any of my friends up if you know them. But this is the final OG 3-pack for the 2019/2018 Air Max Plus edition, and this is just one of the best shoes. Wrapping things up, this is your boy TJ Got Kicks 89, the Air Max Plus OG collection, as you can see here. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Merch is still available. Black TJ Got Kicks 89 t-shirts, white TJ Got Kicks 89 t-shirt. If you have any, remember to rock it on Instagram and share it with all of your friends. I know that this is a rip-off or whatever that you want to say, but if you've been with the streetwear culture for as long as I have been, and you know skateboarding history, then you're not going to be pissed off. But this is your boy TJ Got Kicks 89, Air Max Plus OG collection, signing out. Check you guys at the next one.